What is a manifesto? To find out, the obvious thing to do is to look up a dictionary. But manifesto is an umbrella term, which means it's a catch-all phrase for a whole bunch of other words. Therefore, it makes sense to define a manifesto by looking for manifesto synonyms. They're other words that have similar meanings to manifesto. Today I'll share 21 manifesto synonyms. There is one overarching principle, 5 common words that you'll probably recognize, and 15 other words that are synonyms for manifesto. And a lot of these words are similar and have overlaps in their meaning. So I'll give you an example of each one to help you understand the differences. If you look up what is a manifesto in the dictionary, you'll get something like this: a public declaration of your intention. I've shared more about this here. The key word is intention. That's a result you want to produce or a motivation for taking action. My intention in this video is to give you a broader understanding of what is a manifesto. The most common manifesto synonym is a goal. A goal is something that you aim for. It's something that you want. And perhaps the most famous example of a goal is this.
I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal before this decade is out of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the earth.
The word mission comes from the word missionaries, who set out on an important assignment to spread the word of God. Therefore, a mission is an important assignment that has a specific outcome. A vision is generally a mental picture of how you'd like the world to be. It's a direction to head, but not an outcome. If you want to know the deeper, dirty difference between a vision and a mission, then check out this video. A simple definition of purpose is that it's the reason for doing something. My purpose in creating this video is to help you create your future. Your why or your reason for being are also forms of purpose. Your values are the things that you hold to be important. They're valuable. Values, valuable? They're often used to describe how you want to behave, and that's why a lot of organizations use them. But they also work really well in your personal life to help you make good decisions. A principle is a general rule to follow. For example, a thought leadership manifesto is a set of principles or guidelines to help you succeed. If you do this and this and this, you'll likely succeed. A calling is a strong urge to pursue a chosen path. We usually think of a calling around religion or your career. This becomes your manifesto when you declare, I want to be a YouTuber. We make a commitment when we declare that we're going to dedicate ourselves to a cause or an activity. Perhaps the biggest commitment many of us make in our lives is to get married and to commit to supporting our partner.
Seconds away from the first fight of the century, Super Fight 2, and there's the bell.
No, not that creed. Originally, a creed was a formal statement of your Christian beliefs. Nowadays, it's seen more broadly as a set of beliefs to guide your actions. A stand is an attitude or position you take around a particular issue. For instance, you will have a stand around climate change. This may range from doing nothing to devoting your life to it. A promise takes an intention one step further. It's not just a statement of your intention, it's also a commitment to do something about it that you make to another person. For example, a brand manifesto is a commitment from that company to deliver something of value to those customers. Perhaps the most famous line from a manifesto around beliefs is from the US Declaration of Independence. We hold these truths to be self-evident. In other words, they're saying, this is what we believe. If you want more inspiring videos like this, then hit the subscribe button down below. A charter is a formal document of an organisation or a government that outlines their intentions and the actions they're going to take. For instance, a charter in business is called the Articles of Association, which define how that company will operate. A philosophy is a worldview manifesto, and a famous example is this.
That my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.
Your raison d'etre, your raison d'etre is your reason for being, and it's often used by organizations to define their purpose. The Japanese term for this is ikigai. Ikigai. Simon Sinek made this popular in his book Start With Why, and his very popular TED Talk. Your why is your purpose or your reason for being. A parent may have a why to create a thriving family. And if you want help to write a manifesto, you can contact me via the link in the description down below. Perhaps the most famous set of rules for living are the 10 Commandments from the Bible. What are your rules for living? Typically, if you want to shape behaviour, you might use rules for a personal manifesto, but in an organisation, they often use values instead. Traditionally, a mantra was a sacred message. Today, it's more likely to be a repeated phrase that you might use in a meditation or as a statement of belief to guide your actions. A not-for-profit organisation typically won't talk about a manifesto, but they will talk about their cause. An ideology is a set of beliefs or philosophies. And one of the most famous manifestos of all time is the Communist Manifesto, which sets out a political and economic ideology. Which of these manifesto synonyms, which of these manifesto synonyms do you like the best? Add a comment down below and let me know. Now that you know what is a manifesto, then you probably want one of 2 things. If you want more inspiring manifesto examples, then check out this playlist. And if you want to write a manifesto, then check out this playlist.